Hi, my name is Frédéric Panaoitis and I am the Cellar Master for Champagne Ruinart. As you can see on this account book, the Ruinart house was started on 1st September 1729, making it the very first established champagne house in history. One element we love to show is this amazing painting by Jean-François de Troyes, painting in 1735. So the house was just 6 years old, and you can see a few different interesting items on this painting. But the most significant is the shape of the bottle. It's extremely similar to this current shape, and probably in 1735 that this gentleman enjoying oysters were enjoying Ruinart, because there were only two champagne houses at the time. So, we can think Ruinart was already their preferred champagne. Ruinart has been a pioneer in many ways. It's started with being the first house, but it's also started with the first use of wooden cases, as you can see on this picture. These cases used to contain up to 60, even sometimes 100 bottles, and they were used to ship the wines away, mostly in European countries, because we developed quite early on some foreign markets, shipping wines to Belgium, shipping wines to the Nordics, shipping wines to, of course, Germany, Italy, and as far away as in Russia. Ruinart was also the first house to use those amazing crayères to store wine. Making champagne requires a lot of space, and there is no better space to age mature champagnes for many years as our crayères. They are naturally temperature controlled. Obviously, temperature is always around 50-55 degrees all year long. It's perfect dark. Humidity is at 80%. So it's the most amazing storage conditions you can think of. To craft Air de Ruinart, we source grapes from 50 to 60 different villages, or crus as we call them in Champagne. Out of the 320 that exist, we do select the one that fits the style the most. Typically, Air de Ruinart would be a blend of the three main varieties found in Champagne. That is the Pinot Noir, which would typically be about 45 to 50%. Meunier would represent 10 to 15%, and Chardonnay is a very important element, up to 40% in this blend. Chardonnay will bring more freshness, will bring more elegance. Pinot Noir will bring a bit more structure, a bit more power. And the Meunier brings a very interesting fruity touch. In terms of tasting, in terms of profile, well, let's open the bottle. It's always the best way to discover the secrets of the wine. One important step in enjoying champagne is having the right glass. We use this type of glass at Ruinart. They're made by Lemon. They're called the Jamais glasses, and I think they really have the right shape, the right size as well, to enjoy most of it. So it's not the narrow flute is not recommended at all. The very large flat coupe are not either, and we think that this glass, which is sort of a hybrid between a champagne flute, tulip flute, and a wine glass, is the perfect glassware to enjoy our champagnes. So what this Air de Ruinart tastes like? Let's pour a tasting glass here. This glass allows you to have typically a very nice effervescence, which carries flavor, so it's important to have those bubbles. The style of the house is definitely driven by the Chardonnay, and we like to call it aromatic freshness. So there's always a display of primary aromas, like some floral notes, some fruity notes, such as pear, apple, those orchard fruits. And with Air de Ruinart, there's Also, always a touch of a nice biscuity, a nice bready aromas that really blend very well with the fruit profile. This is very appealing. Always very lifted, very aromatic, very easy to grasp. So on the palate, Air de Ruinart always displays a lot of freshness. At the same time, there's always a nice texture. The mousse is very integrated, very fine, giving a lingering finish. The fruits flavors are quite obvious, and you also have a touch of structure coming from the Pinot Noir. So that blend between the three varieties really comes through during the tasting. You have all the elements brought by the three varieties in this cuvée. Obviously, Air de Ruinart works amazingly well as an aperitif, but you can also pair it with some food. Think of something quite fresh, something quite not too sophisticated necessarily. You can think of like a terrine of vegetables, a terrine of fish. We love to pair this one with a risotto because the texture echoes the risotto very well. Think of like an asparagus risotto. It's the season now. It would work amazingly well. You can also enjoy it with cheese. Fresh cheese would work quite well, such as goat cheese, but a local cheese called chaours, which is kind of creamy and salty at the same time, also makes a wonderful companion to this Air de Ruinart. Enjoy! Cheers!